All right, I am back. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the first review since I'm recovering from that fucking terrible illness. And we've got a blue-haired side character girl. Oh, no. Oh, okay, you know what? Benefits of the doubt. The Peng, which, if you recall, was what the Defiant was going to be called before I yelled at them and said that is a stupid name, don't call it that. So these are the Sivga PENG, so obviously that name ended up back into the magic bin where they recycle all the names in China somewhere, and Sivga was like, we got Peng! So we've got the Peng. The Peng. Here's the Peng. It's a Zebrano wood, African Zebrano wood, closed back, and it is mildly expensive. All right, let's play a game. I won't tell you how much it costs yet. I know what it costs. In the comments, just go down the comments, and I'll describe it to you. It's a dynamic headphone. It's closed back. It's a Sivga. It's got like a single wire with a 4.4. It's okay. Like, what are we looking at price wise? What are our thoughts? Comes with a case. Comes with a nice case. Robot butt versus like the normal butt or the baby butt. This is definitely a robot butt. Just ballpark me, boys. Ballpark me, boys. Did you guess $450? Because I wouldn't have. I would have probably looked at these and gone $299. Because Sivga makes good stuff. Sendy and Sivga, when they put their minds, like, you touch this and you realize, oh, everything Hi-Fi Man makes is really crappy. Because every material feels like it was done by a professional. And it doesn't have, like, the striking looks that you'd expect on, like, a higher-end headphone. And technically $450 is not high-end. I don't like associating the term mid-fi or hi-fi with a price range. I'm going to do a whole video on mid-fi doesn't exist. You just wait. It's going to piss off a lot of people. But the Peng. We're going to Peng it up. We've got these beautiful hinges. It's got the pads that do the thing. Like the IVA 2 was, what, $600? And I didn't want the IVA 2 for $600. I wanted the IVA 2 for $400. So now here we got a $400 headphone, and I don't really want the Peng for $450. I want the Peng for $300. And I'm just slightly, now this could all be tariff related, and this headphone was intended to be cheaper. So I'm going to give the benefit of the doubt to Sivga that they're not just gouging. I just assume everything is a fucking nightmare everywhere. But the problem comes not with the build, not with the looks, with the sound. And it isn't really a problem. This has got to be more of I don't even say it's a preference thing. I'm bombarded currently with good closed-back headphones. I've got the new Fio closed-back. I've got, to do, like, in the next 3 days, 2 Fostex closed-backs. The 60 and the 50 have to come through here. Fuck, my new collab, the Serene, is a closed-back. So we've gone from, like, not having any closebacks on the wall to all of a sudden we need to make up this deficit of 15 closebacks. And so I've listened to a ton of them recently, like the new Fostex high-end ones, and so I'm ruined. I'm ruined, you're ruined, she's ruined, we're all ruined. And if you're not ruined, just wait. Give this channel another 2 weeks. You'll be ruined. Sound. All right, I'm going to pull out of this. I'm in the dinosaur thing. Or I forget what the brand on top is, just the weirdest series of characters, so I don't even bother. And I'm going to change the wire. It is a 3.5 millimeter wire. Sivga's been running this same wire forever, and I love the connectors. I love, like, the gray knurling on it, and I like the spring for the tension relief. We got a 4.4, but the wire itself just feels cheap at this point. Like, it's cheap and brown and copper, and it just doesn't feel certainly not $450 premium. We're going to plug in the Maja cable. Hold on. Luckily, like, look at those gold connectors. Eris only dreams it could have these. And then listen to them as I plug in. I don't think people give enough credit to the build quality of Sivga stuff. So we've got a very, very linear clamp, only tensioned when this actually runs out of room. The adjustment is just a slider here and here that don't seem to move very much on their own, so they're very well put together. Your right and left indicators are there. It does fold completely flat in this direction. and in this direction, which is a big rarity, actually. And like always, like anything with this weird pleather waxed fabric with the notch way, they're fucking comfy, like super duper comfy. But let's listen to them. I actually haven't heard it on this setup. I was waiting to swap wires for the actual video to start. On head. Should probably unpause things instead of pausing them. It's that problem that, like, it's not doing anything beyond my expectations. Knowing the price, knowing the dynamic, it's not like it's a... Actually, let me just double check before I... Blah, 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 blah. I just want to read what the driver size is. It should be a 50. Yeah, 50 millimeter dynamic, 340 grams, balance plug. It's all very cookie cutter, like, okay, you're making a closed back headphone, 450, throw it out there. And the sound, I'm trying to think in terms of time. This channel is a lot of, like, I've done so many videos, and I've been working since essentially 20. I would say my career started when I moved into the old apartment, which is 2015, because then I was on my own. So I've been doing this for 10 years. And I try to think back to the world like a snapshot, like fucking the Wayback Machine. And if I would have gotten handed these in 2017, would they be the greatest thing that I've ever heard in 2017? Not 2025, not after Joel and fucking ZMF change the game and my own headphone. Way back. Could these have been the thing? And I don't think they would have been the thing then either. It would have been TH900s. What are the other important closebacks from before the dark times? I try to look around, and it's just like lyrics didn't exist. Another great headphone, but also 2000 versus this. The Shores sucked no matter what decade we're in. These would have been okay. And you know what they are right now? They're okay. They're absolutely... There's nothing wrong with the sound. For a closed back hardwood with like all this is apparently aluminum. Like I don't know if this pulls off or if it unlocks. I'm always 50-50 when I go to do one of these reviews. Like, am I going to break it on camera? Should I break this on camera? I don't want to break it on camera. Is that it just comes off? Yeah, I think it just comes off. Like, there's your driver. Got the blue on the inside. It's got the little bit of stuff around the back like you have on Aris. And it's got no foam, just a very, very thin silk screen. So don't jab into this. Everything about it is like, you know what this feels like? And this is an insult to, well, most headphones. It feels like this headphones measures really well. Yeah, that's right. If I say that, that's like the way Zeos Slights You. So just take note of that. If I'm ever at a show and you're like, listen to this, I'm like, wow, this sounds like it measures really well. That means I don't like the fucking way it sounds. And I'm sure it does measure really well. But where's that human touch? The blue-haired anime side character never wins. It's a fact. It's a hashtag fact. But there's idiots who root for her regardless. And those idiots are human, and we are fallible. And that's what I want in a headphone. I want a headphone that has a flaw. If you're not doing anything dangerous with the sound, then why am I bothering? If everyone is chasing this like perfectly linear, absolutely amazingly measuring non-resonance, oh my God. If you're all chasing it and we're getting technology and measurement rigs good enough now to just see all we're just going to have the same fucking headphone over and over and over again. Here's the new Peng, and here's the Peng 7, here's the fucking ZMF, or anybody else who lives and dies on measurements. What ends up happening is the measurements are correct, are accurate, are predictable, and then we can tweak to be like that perfect curve, and then it's the same shit over and over and over and over and over again. I don't want that. Someone yelled at me for Aris because I did my vibe coding with it. Like, I didn't scientifically tune it. I just tuned it by ear, by touching shit and putting it back together. Because it's mine. I don't give a fuck what a measurement rig hears. I care what I hear. And then if I enjoy it, then I hope you enjoy it. And it's a hope. And maybe 20% of people would have liked that more if I would have given it to someone who could accurately figure out, oh, there's a slight dip here, and you could remove that. But no, it's perfect. Leave it alone. This is actually probably technically a perfect headphone. But it doesn't have, like, the bass is just linear. The mid-range is just linear. I put it in that fucking tube amp. And you know what it sounds like? The same. All right, there's a little bit of difference between going from like this and that. But it's not a big enough, like, ooh, to make me want to listen to music on it. Yeah, it sounds like the safest headphone possible. Hold on, I'm staring at the wallpaper while we play Kodo. Okai Kazi, Winds from the Steppes. It's about to kick off. It's not kicking off fast enough. All right. This is a great song. And I can hear it's a great song, and I can hear that the recording quality is fantastic. And then I don't want to listen to these anymore. I'll go to sleep. So, I would say hold off on the Peng until I've reviewed every other literal thing in this fucking house that is closed back. And then come back and make your decisions. Because it's a Sivga, it's not going to be built poorly. It doesn't rise to the ranks of like a Meze or a ZMF, even though I think if you compared the actual accuracy of the build to a ZMF, this would kill it every fucking time. But it's just like that. It's like, wow, this is really the nicest put together thing ever. Where's the soul? Where's the fuck up? I need the fuck up. I need the fuck up. And I don't need the headband to fall apart, but I need it to take a risk somewhere. And the last time, Sendy did it was the Apollos with the soundstage on that, because that was not a normal headphone. But there's no risk taking at all. This is very, very bland, very clean, very neat. If you were setting up 60 headphones for a Japanese venue where like the hard of hearing people can come in and put on a headphone and you could play through the microphones, these are perfect. They're comfortable. They're pretty. They'll produce everything in a natural sense, and then you'll stop and you'll go home and you'll listen to the system you actually fall in love with. I don't know if anyone has the capacity to love. Well, DMS will probably love them. Like, boring. Give them to me. I don't. If you've ever heard the Pengs, let me know. I can't imagine they're doing a lot of touring on the shows. I've heard them at shows. And it's hard to judge things. I'm like, you just send me a set and I'll let you know. And I'm letting you know. And it's like, It's the most headphone that I've got lined up. And another thing is it's real hard for this to power it. We're up like 1 o'clock. Oh, I've also paused that, so I probably shouldn't do that in case we all die. No, it's still not that loud. Yeah. And I look, I'm just getting over an illness to the point where I didn't want to actually listen to music for 10 days. So the fact that I'm here at my desk and I kind of have to as contractually obligated to my fan base, you had better fucking do something to make me enjoy it, or I'm just going to give you a Peng review. I'm going to Peng you over, and I'm going to Peng the living shit out of you. Led Zeppelin sounds fine. They've done a wonderful job getting rid of, like, resonance. There's no resonance in the cups that I could hear. And as someone who's tuned to closeback recently, that's actually an impressive feat. But you know what does that better? The own SR7000. Where that is kind of like a neutral, kind of boring thing. But when you put them on, it doesn't feel like a closeback. These still feel like a closeback. It's just... I was waiting for the song, like Joey Rehmbach, Melodrama. I remember from Melodrama, Joey Fehrenbach, Fehrenbach. Like, this is like big, like Yoshi Horikawa sounds and dripping. It's nothing. It does nothing for me. So these do nothing for me. This is the most 5 out of 10 stripper lap dance you'll ever get. It's very nice. She's very professional, and done. So we're done. And if you like these boring ass reviews, which you don't, I know you want me to like absolutely fucking love something or absolutely fucking hate something, but this is the reality. The patronage chat and the patrons and the subscribers or supporters, you're paying for this. This is to keep me going, because I have to get through the pangs of the world before I can get to, like, well, I'm not going to mention names because I don't want to, we're going to get to them. But thank you. $7 a month lets you see reviews early, participate in yard sales, get to lossless sound demos, which I will be continuing once I am not ill and actually caught up. God damn it. Hopefully November. And then for $15 a month, you get into the private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat to ask me questions directly, which is fun because you'll be like, hey, Zeos, can you try the Peng on that? I'm like, sure. And you know what it's going to sound like? That. Again, with a tube behind it. But, yeah, $15 a month. Patronage chat, ask me questions directly, and get into a lifetime swap meet channel to buy, sell, and trade gear. And check out all my other channels. And there's the only merch I currently have is technically my collabs. So there's a collab link tree in the description if you want to support the channel that way and not just monthly, by all means. Anyway, I will see you all in the next time, and this will definitely be probably yard saled. Like, it's nice when they send me a $450 thing that I could yard sale, because you people will bid what you think it's worth, which will probably be about $218. And then, it finds a home for the boring blue-haired girls. Do that.